Hello, welcome to the Prioritize Your Health with Macros and Workouts training. So you show up as a powerful industry leader online in your career and in your personal life while feeling amazing in your body and feeling good about yourself. So let's get started. Okay, so first, some housekeeping. The follow along workouts are going to be sent to you tomorrow morning, or, if you're watching the replay, you'll probably have them in your inbox at that point. The winner of the 15-pound dumbbell giveaway will be announced tomorrow. If you're here live, you're getting another entry. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Recording will be sent out tomorrow. Again, you're watching the replay right now, so you found it. Good job. And I would love to know where you're from, what you're most excited about today, to learn today. So a little bit about my story. So I grew up as an athlete, and movement has always been a part of me. And being an athlete was a part of my identity. And after scheduled sports, I had to shift the athlete mentality to real life. And now working out and eating right isn't something I have to try to do. I just do it. And of course, I'm not perfect, but I am consistent AF because of my mindset and discipline that I've cultivated over the years. I started my online business in November 2018. This was my first photo shoot in 2014. Little baby Emma. I worked a 9 to 5 until March 2020, and I quit right before the world shut down to go full time in my business. And I was so nervous, but I knew this was the right move because I needed to live out my mission to help women rewrite the stories about themselves, the one that said they aren't worthy of other desires, and definitely rewrite the stories that the diet industry tells us about beauty, what beauty looks like, and how to be skinny. So here are some of my expertise. I am a certified personal trainer of over 5 years with NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine. I'm a certified macro coach. I coached Division III lacrosse at one point. I programmed the preseason and in-season workouts for the girls. So much fun. I am still a high school lacrosse coach. I am certified in a few other different workout modalities. And I was an in-person personal trainer when I started back in 2018, actually maybe 2017. And then I did teach group fitness classes for 2 years, which was really fun. But as I started personal training in person, I discovered that I really wanted to go further with my clients. 1 hour in the gym wasn't cutting it. And I wanted to go deeper to help them change their habits, the way they think about food, and how they view themselves and gain confidence in themselves so they can truly live out their life's purpose, knowing they've prioritized their health, right? This 1 hour in the gym wasn't good enough for me. I wanted to help them with their mindset, their habits, what they were eating, right? That's why I really took my business online. And I've experienced this too. I gained weight when I was in my 9 to 5 and during quarantine. I'm not too ashamed to say that. It's natural, right? But I also felt down about myself and anxious at times because of a romantic relationship in college that ended. As we age, our bodies change. We change. You have different stresses, your lifestyle changes. And though we feel the same, biologically, we just aren't. For instance, example, this running story, it was when I was a freshman, my first year at college. I came back home for the summer and I ran around my neighborhood. I ran through the forest reserve and I came back and I was like, I literally wasn't tired. I felt like I didn't run at all. And if I tried that now, I would probably pass out, right? Because our lifestyles are different. We can't do the same things we used to do because of biology. And we also can't think the same way that we used to think and still get results. And so this is where the mindfulness and macros come in. I didn't really have an issue with working out and eating healthy because I had my athletic background, like I said, but I knew I needed to get more specific and personal about what types of foods I was eating and how I was working out to truly elicit the change I wanted to see. I wanted to be toner, stronger, have a little less body fat around my stomach. And I also wanted to feel grounded and reconnect with my soul since my college anxiety took over my life for so long. I directed this anxiety to better myself physically, and I started counting my macros to aid in my muscle growth and awareness of how food affected my body, and finally lost some of the weight I gained. But it turned into so much more than just my weight. I found I was more confident. I felt more like myself than ever before because I decided I would own my desires to feel better again. And along with being a fitness and mindset coach, I'm also an actor. So I know what it's like to have huge dreams. And I've experienced this experience of weight loss and feeling really good about my true self has opened doors to abundance, gratitude, and love for life that I didn't understand before. And I love my life. I love my body. I'm so grateful for the life I've created. And I feel like so I'm rooted in my purpose and my values of love, connection, nature, adventure, and self trust. And it all started with me taking the leap to prioritize my health, getting over my excuses, and allowing myself to take up space and play big in this one amazing life. And so today, I listen to my body for what it needs. I practice yoga, walk, I lift weights, I'm learning to roller skate. And as for eating, no foods are off limit. I actually prefer to eat healthy because it makes me feel good. But for my self care routines, I meditate, practice yoga, journal, dance, whatever I feel like doing. And I feel fully expressed in this lifestyle I've created. And I'm still a work in progress, of course. But I believe the science behind weight loss and working out, plus an abundance mindset of I love myself now, is the key to creating a sustainable lifestyle where you truly love yourself and love the way you look too, because structure creates freedom. So, in this masterclass, you're going to learn what macros are, the theory and science behind them, and how they help you lose weight without giving up foods you love. How to gain strength and get toned so you feel more comfortable in your clothes and more confident in yourself so you go out and make an impact. Lastly, how to create more time for yourself so you stop being overwhelmed with your health and instead feel energized and empowered by your lifestyle. And if you stay until the end, I do have a special offer to help you truly take all this information a step further so you feel better and more confident in your body using the science behind macros and upgrading your mindset. I believe no matter what is happening in the outside world, we have more control over our mindsets than we think. And this is an opportunity to rebuild your relationship you have with yourself and create a sustainable lifestyle that you love. So let's dive in. So, macronutrient breakdown here: 1 gram of protein is 4 carbs. That doesn't make sense, does it? 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. 1 gram of carbs are 4 calories, and 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. So, protein, carbs, and fats are the 3 macronutrients. And don't worry if this is kind of confusing, doesn't really mean anything to you. It took me a long time to figure this out and really like embed it into what it means in real life. So just giving you the information for now. So it's fine if you don't exactly understand it. So protein is made up of hundreds of thousands of units called amino acids. They promote increased strength, muscle, and fat loss. Research indicates it can also have greater positive effects on things like gut health and immunity. Protein comes in forms like eggs, legumes, beans, chickpeas, etc., and animal products. Carbs. These are sugar, starches, and fibers found in fruits, grains, vegetables, and other foods. They provide us fuel. They influence our mood, energy, and memory, prevent protein from being used as energy source, and enable fat metabolism. So, which means instead of burning off your muscle, you will burn off fat if you have enough carbs. Whole grains like rice, quinoa, whole wheat, fruits, and vegetables have carbs. So, fat, I'm not sure why this is the wrong slide, but fat basically helps our hormones, level out, and so just the rest of our body can be balanced. Here's an acceptable macro distribution range. So usually 45 to 65% of your calories come from carbs. That can be 100 to 300 calories per day for most. And I'm not saying go out and eat 300 grams of protein. I'm just saying this are carbs. This is just a general rule of thumb that usually helps people. 20 to 35% of calories from fats. So 40 to 85% grams per day for most, and 10 to 35% of calories from protein, which looks like 100 or to 185 per day for most, which is 50 to 120 grams of plant-based protein if you're a plant-based eater. And so what exactly is macro tracking? It's a more exact way of calorie counting. Traditional calorie counting only focuses on weight loss, gain, or maintenance, but in order to actually change your body composition, we want enough protein to lose fat and build muscle, enough carbs to have sufficient energy, and enough fat to keep our hormones balanced. And so, for example, take a 1,600 calorie day goal. Using macro counting, we know exactly how many carbs, proteins, and fats you need to eat to make up these 1,600 calories. But eating the right amount of each macro, we ensure that your daily intake helps you lose fat and actually helps you achieve your desired body composition, all while feeling energized and empowered and feeling good throughout the day, right? So macro counting is another way to become more aware of what you eat and feeling the effects of how your body and mood are affected. And so this is why dieting doesn't work and why macro counting is a better choice. Because if you're eating below your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate, all of your energy, food, is going towards your bodily functions to keep you alive, not losing fat. Restriction is not the answer to losing weight. You actually have to eat more calories to have a healthy metabolism before you can lower your calories again and be in a deficit. So many people gain weight back after they stop dieting and get into a binge diet cycle that is unhealthy physically, emotionally, and psychologically because it's not sustainable. And we want to have fun in our lives, right? We don't want to be counting calories every second. And so this is the magic of macro counting. You know exactly what types of food and how much your body needs to lose weight, gain muscle, which beats the dieting in the long run. You have more flexibility in your foods that you eat. You don't have to give up nighttime cookies or wine nights, but rather fit them in. You become more aware of what you're actually eating, and you have confidence that you're moving in the right direction to reach your body composition goals and not just winging it and wasting your energy, insanity, and time. The smallest of implementations is always worth more than the grandest of intentions. So now let's talk about the science behind workouts. And I alluded to this earlier, but let me know if you've ever tried to lose weight the same way you did when you were in college or when you were younger.
I haven't ever really tried specifically to lose weight aside from working out. So I'm a noob to all of this.
Yeah. I mean, like even trying to work out the same way that you did.
Yeah, I guess I
And
feel like younger, I was doing like sports and even in college, like so active that I didn't need to try as much. Now it feels like it has to be more intentional.
Yes, exactly my point, right? Like you couldn't show up to a workout that you did maybe, however long ago and get the same results or like feel the same, because, we just have different activity levels.
Yeah.
This is funny. I would run and barely eat 2 weeks before I went on vacation and was Gucci. I was like, great, let me just like tone up a little bit real quick. So funny. And I'll say this now, cardio isn't the end all be all to answer in our answer to weight loss. So I know we are, this group is a little more about just getting more specific with what you need. But a lot of times I see people just doing so much cardio. It's like, no, not the difference. And Liz, if you want to say anything, holler at us, girl. Okay. So the science, focus on weight training, gaining muscle, and progressive overload. So lifting weights forces your muscles to break down and build back up. And this is how you gain muscle and get that toned look. But by gaining muscle, you have to lift heavier weights and adding more volume to your workouts as you progress over time. And when I say volume, I mean just more sets, more reps, more things, right? So say you do like you're just starting out or you're at this specific level, you do 2 or 3 sets of 10 squats or ever, right? And it's like you're not progressive overloading, and that's what this is, progressive overload. You slowly put your body under the perfect amount of tension to elicit change so you don't injure yourself while you also follow along to a structured program, not just random workouts. So if you've been doing the same workout, 3 sets of squats, for however as long as you can remember, like you're not pushing yourself. You're not pushing your muscles, right? Although that's great for maintenance, right? Because it's not like you're losing any muscle, but we want to elicit more change, and that is done by pushing yourself a little bit more, maybe not even every single week, but like over time. And so I see women go too hard, too fast. They get super sore and never want to work out again, or are very like, oh, that really sucked, like not excited about it. And is soreness normal? Yes, and it will happen. But actually, if you get too sore, that is also detrimental to your muscles and can hinder your progress. Slow and steady wins the race. So when you get too sore, your muscles need more rest, more I guess, yeah, just rest to really recover. And you can even break down your muscles too much, right? So where you go back to when you go back to that workout, maybe you aren't starting where you were, but even a little, I want to say like less prepared, because you've done so much damage to your body. So you want to do the perfect amount to push yourself to diminish the risk of injury as well, but while obviously getting some results. And so now pairing macro counting and muscle building to lose fat. So the more muscle you have, the more calories you'll burn over time. Protein and carbs fuel your workouts, so you can work out hard to elicit the change you want. And eating in the right macro ratio for your body not only helps you gain muscle and lose fat, but also have a complete body recomposition. So I know, like for Haley, for you specifically, like maybe you don't want to lose fat, you just want to gain muscle. Like you looking more toned, more ripped is having a lower body fat percentage.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm cool losing some fat, by the
way. I'm cool with that. Yeah, for sure. And I know it goes deeper than that, right? It's like, it's not just about the weight, it's about a bunch of other stuff. So, but yeah, I just wanted to point that out. So, and it's like, how do I get abs? It could be like, how do I get abs? Like, it's not, you don't get abs by doing a million crunches. You get abs by having a lower body fat percentage. Done and done. Okay. Let me move here so I can see. So when people ask me, is diet or your workouts more important in losing weight and toning up too? And honestly, I say it's 100% diet and 100% workout, because you need both. But if I had to choose one, I would definitely focus on diet, because you can't outtrain a bad diet. One night out, look at all this, 2,200 calories. And one intense workout could be 400 calories, maybe 600, right? So this, you like literally would have to work out for hours, for days. And it just doesn't work like that, right? So yeah, I think that's why getting more specific with your calorie intake, what types of food you're eating, is so important. And it can be fun. I love it. I think it's super fun. It's just like a big experiment, but you are still taking steps to make sure that the experiment is working, right? It's working. Okay, cool. So any thoughts about, before I move on, any thoughts about the workout portion? You guys have any questions about that, about progressive overload, pushing yourself?
Is there a way when you are working out to know, like I've done this unintentionally sometimes, where I'll do a new workout and I don't realize I'm going too hard, and then I'm so sore the next day that I actually like can't work out for a few days, and that like wasn't my intention. Is there any way to kind of like gauge before or during, like at what point you will be too sore, like, and to cut back a little bit?
Yeah,
no?
that's a great question. So this has happened to me too. Like, yeah, there's sometimes you're like, how do you know? So with any new movement, you probably will be a little sore because you're recruiting different muscles. It's a different movement pattern. You are just doing things differently, right? So I would expect to probably be a little sore, especially if you're pushing yourself during the workout. Really, I don't want to say like no matter what, but like, I mean, it depends on your intensity that you are going from too. So if you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, like, I'm going to do just 4 sets of squats again, I'm just going to go to 4 sets of squats. Cool. I've been doing that for a while. Now I'm going to go up to 8 sets. It's like, duh, like you're not used to that. So I would just expect probably to be a little sore whenever you're doing something new, and the intensity is higher than what you're used to.
Mm-hmm. So
So
maybe they'll go like 110% on like a brand new workout.
right. Like, yeah. So say if you had more accessibility to weights or different equipment, you could start at a lower weight and then slowly take yourself up. So this is going back to this working out in a program, because you know where to start, and then within that program you're slowly building off of each other, so you're not having that huge jump of soreness, and then it's not random either. So if when it's random, you don't know if you're making progress because you don't have any like data to begin with. So like squats, if for example, one of my girls is doing barbell squats, and we're like, okay, let's start with the bar first. Great. Next week, if you're feeling good, put on a 5 on each side. Great. Next week, if you're feeling a little better, why don't you put another 5 on the side, but lower the weight a little, like lower the reps a little bit.
Okay.
So it's like, again, you have this, like, I can't think of the word, but like a hard data point to start from, and then you move from there.
Okay.
Move up from there. But yeah, that's a good question. I like that. Anything else, anybody? I would say how you know that you are making progress in your workouts. And there's so many reasons why people work out. Obviously, it's like mental health. Some people are like, I just need to get moving. I don't really care what's happening. But how you could continue to check your progress is by the weights. Like, can I lift heavier? Am I feeling more confident in this move? Thinking of working out and certain moves as a practice, like getting really good at squatting is going to help you build more muscle because you're doing the movement better. So I love this perspective of showing up every time you're doing a workout and focusing on the movement, because it's like, okay, the better I can move, the more muscle I can actually gain. I think Haley got kicked out. She's gone. All right, perfect. So this might sound like, okay, so moving on to our third thing, creating more time for yourself. So this might sound like woo woo, because it kind of is, but you have to take control over your mindset when it comes to this whole process of stepping up your fitness and your nutrition game. So a little example that I always like to bring up is my grandmother, my Nonna. She is 92, 91 years old, can't really walk. I watch her a few days a week. I give her medicine. I need to walk her around. I do help her with her exercises. Today she was like, Emma, we got to do some exercises. I'm like, you don't need me to do your exercises. She's like, oh, that's right. That's right. And she does like little wrist things, like, and I'm just like, that's looking at her doing these little wrists, like she like punches, she like puts her arms up in the air, right? And I sit there and think, that is the extent of how she can move and work out. And I think that we take for granted our youth, our mobility, because it's just something that we have. And it, we don't know what it's like to not be able to walk from wherever we want to go, do things for ourselves. And so I always think of her and just become so grateful for where I am. And also know that obviously, like, she's had an amazing life and this is just life, but it really takes me back to not complain about stupid things that I can't control, or really diving headfirst into what I want, because life is so short. And so taking over this mindset and creating routines that ground you to help you work in, help you reconnect with your body so you know how to listen to it. In our whole lives, especially for women, we've been told not to listen to ourselves, to get the answers from outside of yourself and not from your intuition. And so this is a huge pillar in my coaching, is the mindset behind, okay, what do you want? And you're going to do the work to get there, and you're going to love yourself throughout the whole entire time, because this is your one life. But you're also going to work your butt off to make it happen, and you know that you deserve whatever your desire is, and you wouldn't have this desire if you didn't already have everything that you needed inside of you to make it come true. Perfect. So you do have the time because you make the time. Oh yeah, I think this might be her. You work and do so many things for other people, right? And life is too short. So own what you want. If you want to lose weight, you want to feel sexy as hell, whatever it is, do it for you and do epic work in your life to make an impact and work to make it happen while developing the faith and confidence that whatever you want is already yours. Excuse me. You desire more for your life. Your desires for more in your life have been given to you for a reason. If you didn't already have everything you needed, I already said this, you wouldn't have the vision to make it happen. And so for me in my coaching, one of the reasons why I put so much work into my business, into my clients, into becoming the best coach that I can be, is because I know when you feel really good, you show up in a different way. You show up like this is your one shot at life, because it is. Going back to Nona, right? Her life's so fast and anything can happen. The world needs you, and you need to take care of yourself first. Be happy. Do whatever you want to do in your life. Make it happen. Is that you, Haley?
Yeah, my iPad died, so I'm just calling it.
No worries. I was like, she got kicked off. Awesome. Okay. So speaking on creating more time for yourself, I mentioned I meditate now for my self-care routines. I journal, I dance, I yoga, I do yoga, I walk, I do whatever I feel like, right? But meditating has literally changed my life. And it's very interesting, the research that is going behind this now is, and this is one thing, this is from an Instagram account that I found. Longtime meditators have brains on average that look 7.5 years younger than non-meditators. So again, it's like creating routines, creating this time for yourself so you work in and not just worry about working out. And I promise you, when you start working in and accepting yourself, giving yourself that extra attention because you do so many things for so many other people, change really starts to happen. It's an inside job. You know what I'm saying? So, what I found after helping dozens of women lose weight, gain muscle, feel freaking amazing in themselves, and cultivate a lifestyle that they love comes down to feeling more like themselves and reconnecting to their spirit. Excuse me, now I'm burping. And living out their purpose. Filling up their cup so it's overflowing to give to others and make the world a better place. And only you can gift this abundance to yourself, and you already have it. Because it's not about the weight, it goes deeper. Feeling loved, feeling good, feeling seen, and realizing your human potential. Because we are all spirits living human experiences. And so I really encourage my clients to work in instead of just working out. And one of the questions I ask them for our weekly check-ins is, what did you do for your self-care today or this week? And sometimes, like some people, when I first start with them, they're like, I don't do anything. I'm like, I know, like, it's taking me a while to really cultivate a routine and put my phone away and get excited and figure out what I want to do for myself, because you don't learn that in school either. You're not like, okay, now just take some quiet time for you to, be with yourself. It's always like, nope, you got to do this. You were so like scheduled, and obviously we have to be, but I really love this aspect of working in. And I love this quote. Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. So again, doing everything that you do to feel better in your body, feel more confident in yourself, so you show up a different way, so you can make an impact, so you can serve. And anybody can serve, but you have to be the one to do the work and give everything that you desire, give that to yourself and allow yourself to receive it, knowing it's already yours. Okay, awesome. So we're going to do a little exercise here, not physical, but emotional exercise. So I want you to close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Think of what being your most fit self, losing weight, gaining muscle, whatever your goal is, think about what that will do for you. How are you going to show up differently? How will you show up differently with your family and your loved ones? Imagine yourself moving through the world, feeling lighter, happier, more vibrant, more energized and empowered to live your fullest life. Imagine what that feels like. Just want you to hold that feeling. Okay, open your eyes if you want to. You can live in this energy now because you just felt that. And nothing is stopping you from living in this feeling. It's an illusion of the ego that when you're more fit, you'll be happy. When you have this, then I'll be happy. When I have a career, then I'll do this, right? It's like, no, you decide to be happy right now, and then change will come, not the other way around. Someday it's a disease of our society. Start and course correct along the way. This is huge. I see so many people not take action because they think it's like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'm too busy, or I just don't know enough, so I'm just gonna wait it out, right? Or maybe I'll figure it out someday. Just right now, just can't happen. It's like, no, like start and course correct along the way. Okay. So living a healthy, sustainable life you love starts with an I love myself now mindset, feeling that energy that you just created for yourself, right? And creating the time for what matters to you. Adding in the power of the science behind nutrition of macro counting can help you actually change your body composition. So you look in the mirror and like the way you look, but you know this love for you that you have for yourself and your life goes so much deeper. And here are just some tactics that maybe some people have tried, maybe you've tried to lose weight, gain muscle that sound sexy, but don't work. Fad diets, of course, they aren't sustainable. And coming from a place of lack and restriction. When it feels like a quick fix, run because it's not going to work. Counting macros in MyFitnessPal without guidance. MyFitnessPal usually puts people to 1,200 calories to lose weight, but it doesn't take into your account your dieting history, your lifestyle, etc., right? And 2,000 or 1,200 calories is what a toddler should be eating. So that's why sometimes MyFitnessPal drives me crazy, and why women who don't have the right guidance kind of fall off and get really frustrated because they think they're doing something good, but they don't have that guidance, that human touch to keep them moving through the process happily and actually getting results. Haley, can you mute yourself? Actually, I don't. Oh, I can. I got it. I got you. Wait. Maybe I did. Oh.
I can do it.
Okay, thanks. Okay, perfect. Doing hardcore challenges. Like, I don't know if you guys have heard 75 hard, or like, 30 days to lose 50 pounds, like just ridiculous, non-realistic challenges that push you over the edge. And again, it's unsustainable. So if you don't know, 75 hard is 75 days, and there's like these ridiculous rules. It's like no sugar, you have to get so many steps a day, you have to do so many cardio days, like no nothing. I don't know what else it is, but it's just unrealistic, right? Like we want to live our lives, and macro counting helps you do that. Okay. So these three pillars, macros, workouts, and mindset, are three main pillars that I take one-on-one clients through to bring them to a place of confidence in their food, workouts, and self-care routines, so they truly feel like they're living their life meaningfully that is true to them. Living their life meaningfully that is true to them. Yeah. In my one-on-one coaching program, I provide a custom macro and workout plan with education, accountability, through daily access to me as your coach. So you start embedding healthy habits into your life, which aid to your self-love, confidence, and body composition. So right now, I'm going to be talking about my one-on-one coaching program. If you want to take macro counting, getting really specific with how you're eating, how you're showing up, cultivating a I love myself now mindset, abundance mindset, really stepping into your desires. If you want to take that a step further, I'm going to be talking about my program right now. So if you are interested in just listening to it, seeing what it's about, 100% stay on. If you aren't interested, feel free to jump off. But I hope that you felt like you got a better understanding of what macros are, why should you track it, the science behind it, and also the science behind workouts, maybe why diets don't work, why we have one life, and hopefully you have some motivation and umph to continue pushing for what you truly desire, because you deserve it. So yes, just wanted to say that. But if you are interested in learning a little bit more, here we go. So, Empower Training, Mindset, and Macro One-on-One Private Coaching. This is my coaching program to give you the exact support, resources for you to become more confident and aware of your nutrition through macro coaching, working out regularly, and creating routines that fill up your cup so you can go out and make a huge impact while feeling your best. So this is, again, really, really my mission is helping you feel your very best, do whatever you need to do to feel like you are living out a meaningful life that is true to you and your values. And that starts with feeling good and looking good, and knowing they both go hand in hand. So this program is for you if you want to make positive change in your life but aren't sure where to start, and maybe you're feeling overwhelmed with it all, and you've tried on your own to work out and eat healthy, but you keep falling off track or feel unmotivated. Maybe you're in a little funk, and there's also still a pandemic going on, so let's not forget that. I always say that just because we don't have, or we have more time, didn't mean that you had more energy, right? So just giving you a permission slip there to not think you didn't do enough, or you could have learned 18 languages in the past year, right? It's like wherever you are, you're supposed to be. Do you wish you had some structure? Do you feel like accountability and support would light a fire under your ass to get it done and to stay consistent with it? So what if you had the exact steps to help you get back to not only your pre-pandemic weight, if that's something your goal, but the mindset, the energy that you crave, so you make the most of your one precious life and make an impact that your heart desires? I wish that I can change the world with everything that needs to be changed, right? But I can't, obviously, because I'm a one woman show. But in my mind, when I help you take care of yourself, you can change the world in however you see fit, and we all have a place to do that in our own gifts in our own ways, in the ways that we see fit, why we have these desires in the first place, right? We are meant to live them out. And you can't do that when you don't feel good and you aren't as confident as you can be. So imagine if you had a foolproof system for losing weight and gaining muscle. You could enjoy sweets, treats, and things that you loved while hitting your goals. You could lose weight and not feel like you're on a diet. You spent less time at the gym or working out, and all while getting incredible results. You had the support and guidance at just a swipe of your finger, and this was the end of starting over forever. Forever. Oh, how to do it. So, what you'll experience with my one-on-one mindset and macro coaching is an exclusive nutrition and fitness protocol designed specifically for you and your personalized transformation. I provide you with the exact nutrition and fitness strategy necessary for your transformational results. I help you take the guesswork out, leaving you with the results that matter. And because every journey is different, this is supposed to be, I will never offer you generic advice or a cookie cutter plan, which is something you can get on YouTube. You could look up your macros probably. You don't know the next steps, the implementation, right? I'll use scientifically proven methods to help you reach your goals while optimizing your metabolism for fat loss, lean muscle, improved performance, and increased energy levels. Lose fat, drop weight, and tone up without feeling like you can't eat the foods you love to get there. Learn to live out a sustainable lifestyle that you love that makes you feel like you. I think this is the most important thing I see and that I love to help people with, is because like there's so much information out there, right? And there's so many different ways to be fit and feel good. We have runners, we've got rock climbers, we've got swimmers, right? And it's about finding what you love and making that work for you so you can reach your goals. Not in the way that I would like to work out, not in the way that, whoever likes to work out, your best friend, nor, she also did keto and lost 20 pounds, but that's not working for you, right? Like same thing, like having a personalized program that makes you feel good because you're creating it and you're following your innate excitement and what makes you fun. And of course, what makes you have fun with your workouts and consistency. So yes, I did share that lifting weights is science-based, but doesn't mean you have to lift weights 7 days a week to get the results that we want. So you'll receive tools, resources, coaching, accountability every step of the way. I will not let you fail. There's no such thing as failure. I make sure that you have all of those tools to implement during the program. We have scheduled check-ins where program progress, goals, and obstacles are addressed. We've got daily support and feedback that are given every step of the way. And my tools include private email support, a private messaging app, a client learning portal, and a custom fitness app. So all of these things paired together throughout the program and will help you with the implementation and overall success. All you have to do is show up and trust the process, which sometimes is the hardest part. So here, maybe you guys have seen this, this client of mine. Here are some results that she's seen. So her name is Karina. She was eating 1,500 calories a day and running 7 days a week, like miles, like 7 miles a day. I was like, holy crap. These are both her quote before photos. And now she's eating 1,700 calories a day, cardio 2 days a week because she still enjoys it. So I'm never going to take things away that you like, but instead just fit them in. And now she's lifting and prioritizing weightlifting 4 days a week. So what's really cool is that she's eating more and weighs less, has better energy, loves her routines, and like has gained so much muscle, lost 10 pounds. Like it's just awesome. And this is, I will say, this is a little embarrassing sometimes to like put myself out here. I'm like, okay, I need to like fix up my, what I'm wearing here. But I would never put you through something I wouldn't do myself. And this was me in December. I have shared on my social media that I have had trouble like showing up for myself this past year, right? Like who hasn't at one point? But I have lost about 5 pounds and I'm steady at 130. But look at how much my body composition changed, right? You can see I'm a little slimmer in my stomach and even like on the sides too, like kind of like my rib area. So it was really cool to go through this process for myself, and I'm still in this process, right? I'm not yet going to the gym, so I'm still working with 15-pound dumbbells, which is where I got the idea for the giveaway. But um, it's just so cool to see how manipulating your food in a good way can really impact you in so many different ways other than just your weight. Some other things my clients have said, it's cool to see the comparison in my bathing suit because I can tell how my body has changed, like toner in my abdomen area, arms, but maybe I'd like to work on my legs more. So I'm pumped to continue to work out and continue to get stronger. So this energy, this is all the energy I'm talking about right here too. She's excited. She's happy. Like she's on this journey because she wants to be. And that's like such a different energy than like, oh, I need to lose weight to fit in. It's like, no, like fuck that, right? Emma's program is a complete lifestyle transformation. Whether you've been slacking on your workouts, have never put thought into your diet, or have been struggling with self-love, her program resets all aspects of your journey toward change. Each module guides you through a different lesson to be applied to living a healthy lifestyle. I'll get to the modules in a second. Unlike other programs I've completed, Emma's program places a heavy emphasis on self-love and mental healthness as well. It was a great program that helped me in pursuing and achieving new goals. So, so exciting to hear these people's transformations because that's why I do what I do. Here are just two more. I'll leave those up for you for 3 seconds while I get a sip of water. Okay, cool. So this is what you get. 6 months of support. You feel better in your body, have more energy, confidence in your everyday, lose weight, gain muscle, right? This stuff takes time. That's why it's a 6 month container. We have weekly check-ins via email and bi-weekly calls as well, which I call kind of like mindset calls, confidence calls, just to hear your voice and be connected that way other than just through email and text. Makes a world of a difference. Excuse me, now I'm burping. Personalized workout program, meeting you where you're at. So it doesn't matter if you're in the gym, if you're working out at home, how many weights you have, whatever you have, we are working with it. You have a customized macro breakdown and adjustments, daily access to me as your coach and your number one cheerleader, and lifetime access to a 7-module course with bonus trainings, which was alluded to in the last slide there. So I will literally teach you everything you need to know. How to count your macros, how to weigh your food, how to meal prep, how to eat when you're out, how to do all this while you're on vacation. And sometimes the answer is don't do it, right? Like how to make a balanced meal. I think this is so huge. What you learn in this program are tactics that you literally use for the rest of your life. It's because your relationship with food is the longest relationship you'll ever have with anything and anybody besides yourself. Learn about fat loss, muscle growth. Again, we're continuing that work with the science of the education behind it all. Cultivate an I'm abundant and worthy of all my desires mindset so you continue your next level of growth as a human. So again, I want this to be a really deep experience, which is why it is so personalized. I was like all up in your grill, but like we get personal. And that's why I love this. That's why I couldn't do a 1-hour gym session as a personal trainer. I was like, no, like I know I can go deeper. I know there's so much more to this cultivating a lifestyle than just 1 hour in the gym. So real quick, sneak peek into my 1-module course. We are over the hour. So again, thanks for hanging in there with me. Here are the program modules. I am obsessed with this course. So you'll have lifetime access to this. So the first module is mindset reset. You reset your mindset with your thoughts surrounding food and fitness that are holding you back from reaching your goals. This is reframe. This is made to reframe your myths about consistency in food, fitness, how you talk to yourself, the words you use, the language you use. It's the first thing, because without a change of mindset, without a change of beliefs, we can't move forward. Then I go into nutrition as fuel, more about macros, fasting, intuitive eating, grocery guides, how to shop for groceries, all of that stuff. And we talk about this too, just in our everyday talk when we're chit chatting and in contact. Creating routines that ground you, more about meditation, morning and evening routines. So you get that rest that your body needs to gain muscle, but also for your soul, right? Loving yourself unconditionally now, talking squashing limiting beliefs. I have a training from a life coach in there. So good. Fitness is freedom. Just again, more mindset, how fitness is a lifelong journey, all about consistency. Managing your stress, prioritizing yourself is module 6. This is huge. You will not lose weight, gain muscle, have a body composition if you are stressed out. Because again, if your body isn't safe and doesn't have all of the nutrients, all the, everything it needs to actually burn more calories, like nothing's going to happen. So that's why also these routines are so important to ground you, to de-stress. Why fitness is more important than you think, right? It goes so deep, goes much deeper. These bonus trainings, oh my gosh. We have an industry leader. Her name's Stephanie. She talks us through on how to meditate, the whole entire like so good, such a good training. Energy healing, an energy healer comes is a bonus training. Talks about ego work, some childhood trauma and moving through it, all of that. A plant-based nutrition coach. So if you are wanting to eat more plant-based or are a vegetarian, her name's Valeria. She comes on and talks about plant-based eating. Like, it's amazing. And more on your metabolism. Also, such a great training. I'm like obsessed with this program. So today, because you're on this training and I know that you have been signed up and you are pumped up to learn more and go deeper in this stuff, about this stuff, there is a special price. So it's $2,000 a month for a 6-month container. If you pay in full, you're saving $2,000, basically a month free, paying in full at $10K. So the price is going to increase to $3,000 a month after Monday the 14th, which is this Monday. And that's when I am opening it up to the public. So that is why it does increase, because this is a special early bird price for this weekend. So another workshop attendance bonus. Like I said, it's opening up to my email list and opening up to the public on Monday. Just for a bonus for joining this training, you're getting the early bird price, $2K, like I said. And if you apply within 24 hours, because it is an application, it's not like, here's the link, like pay, and then we'll go. Like, I want to talk a little bit deeper with you to make sure that you are a good fit. If you do apply within 24 hours, you'll receive a free week of coaching and a deep dive nutrition and routine audit call to kick us off. And I love these calls because we go deeper into what you're doing on a daily basis, how we can make sure that you are just making the most of what you have, and time management, like stress management. Like, this is my shit. I love doing this. So I only have 5 spots available because each client gets my whole attention and my whole heart. So knowing all of the stuff that I say you get, access to me, personalized workout, personalized macros, it does take energy, and I want to make sure that I'm giving each of my clients everything that I can give them. So here are the next steps. First, you apply, you complete the application, which I will give you in a moment. And this is where you tell me about your current eating and exercise goals, any pre-existing conditions, just so I can get a better idea of if I'll be able to help you and if we can take our relationship to the next level. I will reach out to you within 48 hours to schedule a call, again, to make sure that you're a good fit for the program, so we can get that connection, that one-on-one, face-to-face, chit chat about what you really want out of your experience in this program. Third step, you will receive a welcome letter, finalized payment, and or a payment plan, and we'll begin. If I think that you're a good fit, if you're thinking that you're a good fit for me as well, and I'll ask you about your weight, your usual calorie intake, activity level, workout experience, all of that stuff, so I can start making your customized program. And so by applying within this early bird period, now until Monday, you are locking in the early bird price. I think that got cut off. So yes, this is very exciting. And I'm just going to throw this out there. I know that investing in yourself is really scary because, you know, we work hard for our money. I 100% get that. But I want you to ask yourself too, is your health and peace of mind worth it? And if not now, when will you take action to be healthier, feel better, and more confident? And ask yourself this too. Will I wake up one day and automatically have the drive and motivation to push myself outside of my comfort zone, knowing how much I've tried up until now to change with no avail? And where do I see myself in the next 5-10 years? If you want to live a balanced, healthy life that gives you time to be with your family, friends, loved ones, doing the things you enjoy without worrying about how you look or feeling like crap, then definitely apply for coaching. Because again, it's super personal. I'm helping you step into this next version of yourself, taking it a step further, pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, and really realizing how powerful you actually are. So I'm looking for the 5 most perfect humans who are ready to kick ass and take control back over their health to be better for herself and the collective global society. And with COVID hitting us, we have this opportunity to gain a new perspective. What is important to you? Health is wealth, one of my favorite sayings. And if you always want to be prepared and feel like you can take on anything in this world, because we can't control anything outside of ourselves, money will come back. It's abundant. You're abundant. Time is something that you won't. You can continue to try, look online, do free workshops like this, right? But it's about the implementation and the consistency, the accountability, the growing into the woman you know you want to become. That is so valuable. Leaving you with a few quotes because I love them. The place where your greatest discomfort lies is also the spot where your largest opportunity lives. World class begins where your comfort zone ends is a rule the successful, the influential, and the happiest always remember. And both of these quotes are from the 5 a.m. Club book that I'm reading. So here are your next steps. Apply for mindset and macro one-on-one coaching here. And I'm always also going to put the link in the chats. Can you click this? Somebody want to? I'm not sure if you can actually click it. I'll put in the chat though too. And so here we are. Are you ready to take your power back? Let's do it. Awesome. And then I do want to open this up for a Q&A as well. Any questions? Yay, thank you, Lonnie. Any questions about what we learned today, about the program? Any concerns? What's like something that comes up for you? That's to be a more calculator.
I just feel like it's a lot of new information, so I'm just kind of absorbing and thinking about it. And
yeah,
I'm going to start researching more about macros and that stuff.
I love that. That's awesome. What? Oh, I don't know if Haley, you want to say anything, but what was something that you feel like you learned or that you were like surprised to learn?
Well, it's not a new idea, but I love the exercise where we just meditated on like allowing yourself to feel good today, which is something that obviously you hear and I've thought about before, but it's just a nice reminder that it's like, hey, you can just have permission to like feel good about yourself, and just like
Right.
have that, success mindset. And it doesn't mean that you're going to become demotivated,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is a weird thing in my mind. It's like, oh, if I'm just happy and feel good about myself, then I won't do anything. And it's like, what? No,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't make sense. But that's just like one of those little monkey mind things.
Uh-huh. Monkey minds, yeah. Yeah. I mean, our mind could be our best ally or worst enemy. And that's the thing. I like that you brought that up, because when you are grateful and happy with where you are, doesn't mean that you don't want more either, right? It's more like oh my gosh, like like the gratitude actually flings you forward.
Hmm. And I liked learning about the basal metabolic rate. That was helpful.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because I think and we had talked about this, I had experienced like, why is it when I feel like, oh, this week I'm so good and I'm starving and I'm unhappy and I'm sticking to the number, I don't think I lose any weight and I just feel like crap. And then I go, well, that's not working. And I bring the number up. And then it's like,
Mhm.
well, that didn't really seem to work. And maybe that was too low. So,
Right. Right. Yeah. It's really interesting how it all comes together.
hmm,
Um,
that's
anything
all
else?
I've got. Yeah.
Yeah, great. I'm gonna say anything else you have questions on or about. Um, I am here and trying to think if I have any last thoughts. I'm just so happy that you have come so far on your own in your journey. Like, very, very inspiring.
Yeah.
So,
And I know like your presentation is like, remember when you were young and you could eat anything? Or remember when you were in college and you just worked out? And I'm like, no, I don't remember that.
I know,
I'm
I
like,
know.
like health and fitness is like a thing that's really come into my life as an adult. So it's just like,
Mm.
um, so maybe that's a good thing I don't have those comparisons to look back on. Oh, remember when I could just eat anything and run it off? I'm like, no, I didn't have those experiences, but
Right, right. Because a lot of people will compare themselves to like how thin they used to be, how, whatever they used to be. And that's really is frustrating and stops them from showing up
hmm,
now in the body and as being the woman that they are now. And like that running scenario I said, where I ran around and felt like I didn't even, run at all. It's like if I kept thinking about that experience, just I wouldn't continue on. I wouldn't push
hmm.
myself. But yeah, that is funny that that's a little different for you.